Here are some updates on my shifting journey ever since my full successful shift about a month ago. So, as you can see, I'm now shifting to a waiting room. That's the first thing. Honestly, back then, I wanted to go straight for the DR, but then someone special from my waiting room convinced me to go. And honestly, she's right. Once I get there, I can't shift back here, which is the main goal I'm trying to achieve. Which leads me to my next update. Yes, you guys know now I am no longer high on Syria anymore. At least as a love interest. We're still friends. No more chances for her, man. I'm sorry. She constantly pulled the rug from me multiple times ever since she came back into my life. It wasn't that long ago. It was actually that I went off on her about it for making such poor decisions. The only thing she tells me is she can choose who she wants in her life, which technically yes, she's right, but once the consequences of her choices come back and bite her, she comes crying to me about it as usual. Nah, bruh, my WR Taylor Swift looking chick really did make me open my eyes. Is that someone I really want to give all my energy to? My waiting room SO is way more mature. Makes sense given she's 29, has life experience, and actually is even better looking than Syria. Her name has to stay confidential for my reputation's safety, but if you would like to know her name, DM me on Discord, Snapchat, or Instagram. What has happened since then, though? Well, let's start off with last night and this morning, but I'm gonna talk about last night first. Last night I had a dream. I was hanging with one of my comfort characters from my waiting room. She actually is my waiting room girl's sister. My coworker was also in the car and he was driving. Well, I guess technically he is not my coworker in my waiting room because there I don't work at Walmart in my waiting room, but I guess he was just our driver. We had a conversation about I don't remember what it was, but I just remember we had a conversation about something throughout the rest of the ride, and it's totally cool. Then this morning I had a dream. I was horseplaying in Walmart with a bunch of other people, and it was for either a YouTube video or a movie. Now, that dream was just so random, but hey, I gotta call things right down the middle, and even better, since this was the morning time. That's one thing my shifting coach has been trying to get me to do is master these things during the day. Well, here it is. This all happened last night and this morning, and this is coming based off just pure raw emotion because I literally just woke up from these things happening. So yeah, haven't even washed my face, brushed my teeth, showered. Literally just came straight to making the video, and here I am telling you guys. Next update I'm gonna report is a near OBE experience I had 2 days ago. So it was during the day when I was just chilling. My intuition just told me, you're ready to go. And once again, it was my waiting room girl. It was my waiting room girl communicating with me telepathically, like we have been recently. My analytical part of my brain was completely turned off. Then I her figure, just felt her figure, watching over me, trying to rip my astral body out of my physical body, which I let happen with no questions asked. True love right there. The one who pushes you to your purpose and never stands in front of it or takes you away from it. Here's just one thing I want to add though that I forgot to put in the community post. Was actually I had a dream right after that, literally right after. I didn't remember what it was fully, but all I remember seeing was screenshots of a conversation on Snapchat and a DM coming from my waiting room girl sister. That's really good. I also woke up feeling possessed in the best way ever. That was the best trauma I ever experienced. Now on to the next thing. I had a dream that I could barely remember, but I was in my room that had everything I scripted to be in it. I also heard a voice as well, and it was someone yelling, "It's a blood feud!" Which is something I've scripted that I wanted. I'm definitely happy about that. Next up is a dream I had about my waiting room girl, telling me about her nephews and nieces. Her sister still exists in my WR with the same life and everything. Her sister has the same kids and the same husband. So it looks like I'm going to be somewhat of a uncle figure. I'm probably not going to be that type of guy that the kids would want to look up to, but hey, that's her brother-in-law's job. But man, would they have such a good time bonding with me. So that's everything that's been happening lately, and honestly, I've been happier. Things go a long way when you listen to your intuition. See? I now have a new path that's rightfully mine. And for those who have stuck with me, that saw how I've always wanted to shift back to my youth, guess what? This is even better for that. Once I'm in my waiting room, I can shift to any reality I want, instantaneously, including different versions of my youth, just by intending alone. I'd rather go to the waiting room and have somewhere to stay for life and shift anywhere I want instantly than spending a long time here, having to go based off probability, finally shift again, and if I fail to ground myself, I come back here and I have to repeat the whole process again. No, I'd rather have a place to shift back to in case I fail to ground myself in other realities. Gotta look at the bigger picture, man. That's it, I'm out.